What is water pollution? Water pollution occurs when large bodies of water, such as groundwater, oceans, rivers, and lakes, are contaminated with harmful chemicals and bacteria. This is mainly due to the waste product directly being thrown into the water over long periods of time. Evidently, these acts are very harmful for our water consumption and are irreversible, and this can be seen today all around the world. With the expansion of big cities and towns, industrialization is a big part of what has damaged the population's water today. The problem has occurred from factories dumping large amounts of waste into the ocean, all the way down to domestic violations of the public's improper sewage disposal. This in turn has created a bigger issue for the quality of water that is left for use. Today, there is still a lot of concern about water pollution worldwide, but here in California, it continues to be a big issue, simply because of the amount of people currently living in California and how much water is clean and available. With the help of eco-friendly solutions to reduce waste, CSUN is taking measures to keep water clean and pollution-free on campus.
The worldwide problem of water pollution is more than just trash left on beaches, but as well as the toxic substances that gets flushed into our local water, causing long-term effects on us and our environment. Our day-to-day lifestyles contributes greatly. Here you can see a picture of the LA River heavily polluted caused by us locally. Many lack knowledge that something like not disposing substances that carry toxic or undissolvable traits, for example, oil, paint, or grease, accordingly will end up in the sewer alongside with the trash that gets swept up from people littering and flushed into our local water banks. Waterborne pathogens like bacteria and viruses are spread and can be life-threatening. Not only does it affect our health, but as well as the aquatic life. An organism's lifespan and ability to reproduce is substantially reduced.
Did you know much of electronic waste from the United States is sent to China and Asia where it is recycled when really it is just piling up on the land and being disregarded into oceans and rivers? It is an absolute environmental injustice and an outrage that all computer users in the United States should be concerned about. We should take responsibility for our own waste here and not dump the problem onto poor people of the world under the guise that we are somehow recycling it. This year alone, it is predicted that the US will ship up to 10 million discarded computers to Asia, of which about 9 million will end up in China, much of which ends up near shipping ports where it is then spilled into our oceans. Another key contributor is simply trash littering. Then, when rain comes, that trash flows with rainwater into the sewer, which eventually dumps right into our oceans. Making sure to always throw your trash away will slowly help contribute to the stop of water pollution.
When we think about water pollution, we immediately look at what it's doing to the animals or the trash floating in the middle of the sea. But have y'all ever stopped to think about what water pollution is doing to you? We may not see it now, but its effects are staggering. In the short term, we see how it's constantly affecting sea life and how they are involved in the trap of the human's creation. Did you know that 22% of the sea creatures, whether they are fishies or turtles or birds, have ingested or are caught in the trash of our making? We are slowly killing them. And in the long run, our health is at risk. I'm sure y'all have heard about the E. coli outbreaks that were prevalent in romaine lettuce last year. It should come to no surprise to us. According to the CNBC, many agricultural farms in California take in their water for irrigation from reservoirs. And if y'all don't know what that is, it's basically an overflow of water that gets stuck under a pocket of land. Basically, according to the report, the reservoir gets contaminated because of the polluted runoff, and that can make its way into the water source. That runoff contains bacteria. The bacteria gets stuck in the water source, cold and damp, it breeds, and it makes its way into our food sources, back to us, and then we in turn get sick. Water pollution is so much more than just trash on the water. It's also the adverse effects on our health and the well-being of our ecosystem.
Just recently, CSUN has been recognized as a top performer in the 2019 Sustainable Campus Index, tying for fourth place nationally in the area of water. This high-value recognition covers campus water use reduction and rainwater management. Using water efficiently to reduce water usage and effective rainwater and wastewater management reduce the need for effluent discharge into local surface water supplies. In order to prevent hazardous waste from getting into our water ecosystems, the university disposes of all hazardous waste according to federal, state, and local environmental and safety standards. The disposal of hazardous waste is managed by the Environmental Health and Safety Office. The university will also be transitioning its waste streams from the collection of bottles and cans, paper and trash, to mixed recycling and trash. This new system will help ensure the diversion of all recyclables and organics in our waste stream are thrown away properly. The university also holds an annual Water Day event. This year it took place on March 26, 2019. This event is free to all students.